It's, people like Brett Weinstein or whoever talking about China. They talk about the social credit system, how it's oppressive and it's evil or whatever they say. I don't even know what they say. And it's basically they just copied our our credit score thing, but it's with some modifications, of course, with Chinese characteristics, one could say. But I'm on board. I love the idea. This is it's from Black Mirror, but I think it's great. I'm a collectivist, man. The individual is irrelevant. They can smush him with tanks. Who gives a fuck? There's billions of them, literally. So why is a social credit system preferable to fines for civil offenses? So you have a score, and instead of you speed, and instead of getting a speeding ticket, they take away 5 social points or whatever the fuck it is. But yeah, social credit score is preferable to fines for civil offenses, not for criminal offenses. Don't be going around raping people just to lose points. But this brings up an interesting thought. Why aren't fines, like a speeding ticket it's $500 if you're working at fucking Dairy Queen or if you're working at Goldman Sachs? Why is that? Why aren't fines a percentage of your yearly income? Wouldn't that make more sense? That way it hurts everybody just as much.
It does make a lot more sense. I know that they do that in the Nordic countries where it is based on your...
Really?
I want to say Norway or Sweden, maybe both. It's based on a percentage of your income. So if you make $1 million a year, you might get a $5,000 speeding ticket. Whereas if you get minimum wage, whatever that is, it'll just be a couple $100 or kronars or whatever weird type of made up currency they have.
See, that should be a bipartisan issue. Gonna start a super PAC.
Yeah, you're going to gain a lot of traction. Let's fine rich people more when they do shitty things. Let's make it more difficult for them to buy their way out of their criminal activities.
Great fundraising message.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, give me some money so I can make things more expensive for you.
But the idea is that instead of just having the stick for your approach to governing, you have the carrot and stick approach. You can reward people for doing good things and also punish them for doing bad things. See, this makes so much sense to me, dude. This is obvious to me. I don't know. I think this is great.
Okay, so the social credit system is a number that's attached to each individual, kind of like we have credit scores here, but it takes a lot more into account. So it's taken I'm assuming it's actually like a credit score in that making payments on time, and then it just gets into other social things. If you're showing up to work, if you're not speeding, if you're...
Well, in China, this is mostly theoretical. It's only implemented in a few major cities, and it mostly affects middle class people when it comes to getting loans. Basically, they'll dock you if you were being subversive, right?
Subversive.
Yeah, if you're talking shit on Twitter or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Talking shit about calling people Winnie the Pooh and crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't like that part. So you can't be a troll.
Well, we're not taking their system. We're designing our own here.
No shit posters allowed in China.
Right. We're designing our own system here. So
okay.
So your question was, what's the point? What do you get with your social credit? So you've been a really good citizen. You have a high score. What do you get? So my first thought is a fast pass at Disney World, because the fast pass now is just for rich people.
Yes.
If you're a YouTube influencer or a politician, you buy the fast pass for, I don't know how much it is, probably a lot, and you don't have to wait in long lines at fucking Disneyland like every other schmuck.
To be fair, so I went with my girlfriend's family. They're doing well, and we went. Yeah, we went to, where was it?
You
It was an amusement park, Kings Island. And I had so much fun walking past all those stinking fucking peasants. As I just walked in a different line, I seen them just this giant mass of the unwashed proletariat hordes. And I would just mosey on by. Excuse me a second. I know you've been waiting here for 45 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and hop on the ride for a little bit. I'll let you have my seat when I get done with it.
Yeah, you spit on them as you walk by.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was living it up.
You sniff a little bit. You get good parking. Good parking. If anybody who lives in a city knows, parking is paramount. Instead of handicapped people, because really they're mostly handicapped because they're fat. They need to lose weight anyway, make them park in the back and walk. And then if you have a high credit score, you get to park in the front in the handicap spots.
I love it.
Good idea.
Good idea. I
have a couple of examples of here what is going to cause you to lose social points. But so, for example, cutting in line at the grocery store. This happened to me not that long ago. In 2021, it was. A woman cut in line at a fucking Walmart in front of us, in front of everybody. And of course, I say something, and then I feel like an asshole for saying something. But she's the one that cut in line. And she's probably been doing this her whole life, and nobody's ever said nothing to her. She's been getting away with it. Of course, it was an attractive woman who just gets away with fucking murder.
Well, that's the problem right there.
Sure.
It's attractive, and they know they can get away with it.
Not around me, buddy.
Not around me.
The fucking back of the line.
Accountability. This is what this is called.
Yeah, that's right.
Holding you accountable.
Side zooming. This is one we've touched on before. One of my biggest pet peeves. I hate this. If I had psychic powers, I would instantly cause everyone who did this to burst into flames with my anger.
This is people that are trying to merge and they speed up.
Well, this is like there's a lane closure ahead or something like that where everybody has to be in the same lane ahead of you, but there's a little bit of space where they can side zoom and they'll zoom past everybody else waiting in line to try and cut ahead, basically cutting in line again. It's another instance of cutting in line, but this time in a vehicle. And I suppose you could also include in here people who pass you at high rate of speed, causing great danger to everyone around them, only to get a few places ahead in line, and you see him, in the next red light, you see him 2 cars up. It's like, good job, buddy.
So you seem to be placing a lot of emphasis on like etiquette and courtesy, which I agree are very important.
It's not that, it's the fairness.
It's the fairness. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I want to enforce fairness with an iron fist. Always turned out well.
Yeah.
And you can gain social points too here. Volunteering your time at a soup kitchen. Nice anarchist thing to do. Help out the poor and needy. Picking up trash, doing the shitty jobs again.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So there's ways to redeem yourself. You're not just you're
not a subhuman. Forever. Yeah. You're not a lower class citizen.
You have a bad day, you do something shitty, you regret it, you put in the hours, put in the work, do something for community, and you can get back in the good graces of the overlords.
This would also end the problem of a bunch of right-wingers complaining about censorship, If you get canceled, you just work your way back up. Stop saying the N-word.
Jordan Peterson. Jesus. Calm down, buddy. Taking Xanax and yelling racial slurs at people. I know it's fun, but I think this it needs a lot of clarification. I would want to be very thorough with your social credit system on exactly how it works. I want to make sure there's not people out there gaming the system. I want to make sure that you don't have any kind of revolutionary ideas on what is fair and what isn't fair, because there might be some things that I think are fair that you don't think are fair. But overall, I'm liking the idea.
Yeah, I'm bringing you around to it, huh?
Yeah, so you get kind of minor perks of society. There might be things that appeal to everybody because I'm not really a big theme park person, but maybe there's something that appeals to me. Maybe if you got a high social credit score, if you get it so high, you can get a 10% off your internet bill for the month. You can redeem it for stuff like that. Just redeem it for cash. Yeah, I get a
faster internet speed.
Yeah, I get to preview the new movie that's coming out. If you've got your credit score over a certain amount, you get to your Netflix account will play this movie 5 days before everybody else.
Ooh, that's a great idea. Yeah. Early releases. Let's take it a step further. Let's say there's an inverse relationship between your credit score and your income tax. So the higher your credit score, your social credit score, the lower your income tax.
Assuming there's no way to game the system, I really like stuff like that. You're imposing niceness on everybody through impoverishing them through punitive taxes.
Yes, now you see my plans.